Some sci-fi movies don't need billion-dollar budgets or flashy effects to leave a mark. In fact, the misunderstood ones are often the ones that truly stick. Some of these films flopped when they came out, or were just too ahead of their time. But over the years, they found midnight screenings and a second life as cult classics. From dystopian nightmares to space-bound existential crises, we're counting down 10 cult sci-fi films that built a legacy and reshaped the genre. Let us know which one blew your mind in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the best and weirdest of cinema. Donnie Darko. There are movies you watch and forget, and then there's Donnie Darko. Released in 2001 and directed by Richard Kelly, this film became a full-blown cult obsession over the years. Its eerie atmosphere and mind-bending plot is what hooks the audience. Jake Gyllenhaal brilliantly plays the role of a troubled teenager named Donnie, who starts having visions of a creepy rabbit named Frank. The cast also includes Gina Malone, Mary McDonnell, and Patrick Swayze. Set in the late 1980s, this movie brings you time travel and alternate realities, all wrapped up in a strange suburban nightmare.
Has he ever told you about his friend Frank, the giant bunny rabbit?
The what?
As Donnie tries to make sense of his visions, he's pulled into a deeper chain of events that could end the world. The film has earned widespread acclaim for its ambition and originality. The director's cut, released in 2004, added even more clarity of the plot. Donnie Darko isn't just a movie, it's an experience that you will try to make sense of for a long time. Dark City. Dark City slipped under the radar when it first came out in 1998, but over the years this film has gained massive recognition among sci-fi lovers. Directed by Alex Proyas, the movie stars Rufus Sewell, Kiefer Sutherland, Jennifer Connelly, and William Hurt. This one is a noir-inspired mystery wrapped in a chilling science fiction shell. The story follows Sewell's character John Murdoch, a man who wakes up in a bathtub with no memory. To his utter surprise, he finds himself accused of murder. As he tries to find out his own identity, he stumbles into a nightmarish city controlled by alien beings known as the Strangers. The Strangers can halt time and alter memories. With its surreal cityscapes, Dark City is a visual feast with its perpetual darkness and philosophical undertones. Its thought-provoking dive into identity and human will carries unmatched depth. If you're into cerebral sci-fi with a heavy dose of atmosphere, Dark City will absolutely pull you in. Gattaca.
When we all shed 500 million cells a day.
Gattaca isn't just a science fiction movie. It's a quiet, elegant rebellion against a genetically obsessed future. Released in 1997, the film was directed by Andrew Niccol, and it's hailed as one of the most thoughtful sci-fi films of its era. Set in a not-so-distant future, the movie introduces a world where your worth is determined by your DNA. Ethan Hawke plays Vincent Freeman, a man born naturally in a world that favors genetically engineered valids. Despite being labeled as inferior, Vincent dreams of going to space. To do so, he assumes the identity of Jerome, played by Jude Law.
But in a place where any cell from any part of your body can betray you, how do you hide?
As Vincent trains for a mission to Titan, he needs to constantly outwit the system that's designed to keep people like him down. Uma Thurman plays Irene, a colleague who becomes both a romantic interest and a reminder of the fragile human element in a cold, scientific world. Gattaca delivers a powerful message about what makes us truly human. By the end, it doesn't just question science, it champions the unpredictable power of the human spirit. Brazil.
In, get out, wherever there's trouble, a man alone.
Katherine Hellman and Michael Palin.
We've always been close, haven't we?
Directed by Terry Gilliam and released in 1985, Brazil is a surreal, chaotic, dystopian satire. This masterpiece stars Jonathan Pryce as Sam Lowry, a low-level bureaucrat trapped in a mind-numbing world ruled by paperwork and malfunctioning machines. The story kicks off when a clerical error causes a man named Buttle to be arrested instead of a suspected terrorist named Tuttle. Sam, a dreamer stuck in a rigid system, gets pulled into this bureaucratic mess while chasing visions of a mysterious woman who just might be real. As he tries to solve this absurd mystery, fantasy and reality begin to mix. What comes out is equally tragic and hilarious.
From Terry Gilliam, director of Time Bandits, Jonathan Pryce.
Sam.
The supporting cast includes Robert De Niro as a renegade heating engineer, Michael Palin as a disturbingly cheerful torturer, and Kim Greist as the rebellious Jill Layton. The film's design is wildly imaginative, where futuristic tech meets decaying architecture. Brazil has been recognized as a genre-defying masterpiece. It's a film that dares to laugh in the face of oppression and leaves you questioning everything. Blade Runner. Blade Runner wasn't a hit when it was released in 1982. Critics were divided, audiences were confused, and the box office numbers were underwhelming. But time has a funny way of revealing true genius. Directed by Ridley Scott and based loosely on Philip K. Dick's novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, this film became a cornerstone of the science fiction genre. Set in a grim, futuristic Los Angeles in the year 2019, the story follows Rick Deckard, played to perfection by the legendary Harrison Ford. Rick is a retired Blade Runner tasked with hunting down replicants, bioengineered humans who have gone rogue. The film is visually stunning with its smoky cityscapes and futuristic vision. Blade Runner asks what makes us human, whether memory is real or implanted. Though it didn't win major awards at first, it has been added to the National Film Registry and is constantly cited as one of the greatest sci-fi films ever made. The film thinks decades ahead of its time, and that's what sets it apart. Sunshine. Danny Boyle's Sunshine, released in 2007, is one of those sci-fi gems that sticks with you. It's visually breathtaking and emotionally intense. This film is laced with philosophical undertones about humanity's place in the universe. Written by Alex Garland, this film fuses space drama with psychological horror in a way that's both haunting and poetic. The plot is simple but deceptive. The sun is dying and Earth is freezing. A group of astronauts aboard the Icarus II is tasked with reigniting the sun using a massive nuclear payload. But as they get closer to their destination, the mission becomes increasingly perilous, both externally and internally.
Our nearest star. That star is dying. And if it dies, we die.
The stellar cast includes Cillian Murphy, Chris Evans, Rose Byrne, and Hiroyuki Sanada. Boyle's direction, paired with John Murphy's powerful score, turns the film into a spiritual experience. The film has become a cult favorite among fans of visually immersive sci-fi. Sunshine isn't just about saving Earth, it's about facing the cosmic unknown and discovering what we're really made of when the lights start to fade. Idiocracy.
He's gonna fix everything. So you smart, huh?
The ordinary will be considered extraordinary.
I thought your hair would be better.
Directed by Mike Judge and released quietly in 2006, Idiocracy was initially dumped in a limited release with little marketing. But over time, the flopped film became a cult legend. The film revolves around Joe Bowers, played by Luke Wilson. This average guy is selected for a top-secret military experiment in human hibernation. He's supposed to be frozen for a year, but instead he wakes up 500 years in the future. This time, Jump places him in a society that has become mind-numbingly stupid. Corporations have taken over, trash piles up in the streets, and crops are watered with a sports drink called Brondo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of America!
In the year 2505,
We got this guy.
And somehow, Joe is now the smartest person on Earth. With Maya Rudolph as his reluctant companion and Terry Crews playing President Camacho, the movie is loud and ridiculously funny. What makes it hit hard is how its over-the-top vision of the future feels surprisingly possible. Every year, people seem to say, wow, Idiocracy predicted it. The movie might be dumb, but it's disturbingly accurate. Under the Skin. If you're looking for a haunting, hypnotic experience that lingers long after the credits roll, Under the Skin is your pick. Directed by Jonathan Glazer and released in 2014, this indie sci-fi art film stars Scarlett Johansson in one of her most mysterious and daring roles to date. She plays an unnamed alien disguised as a woman who drives around the streets of Scotland, luring lone men into her van. The victims are led into a dark, liquid void where they're slowly consumed. But over time, this otherworldly predator begins to show signs of curiosity, hesitation, and even empathy.
So you live alone?
Yes.
Think I'm pretty?
I got gorgeous.
I have a place.
The alien's slow transformation is matched by a growing discomfort as she starts to question the body she wears and the world she's moving through. The film has very little dialogue, opting instead for atmosphere, music, imagery, and other media elements to tell its story. Many of the scenes were even shot with hidden cameras, capturing real people interacting with Johansson, unaware they were in a film. With Micah Levi's otherworldly score, Under the Skin isn't just a film, it's a feeling you can't quite shake off. They live. Rowdy Roddy Piper puts on a pair of sunglasses and suddenly sees the truth about the world. That sentence alone makes They Live a cult classic. Released in 1988 and directed by horror sci-fi legend John Carpenter, this film is one of the sharpest social commentaries of the 80s. Roddy Piper plays a drifter named Nada, who stumbles upon a box of special sunglasses. When he puts them on, he sees things as they really are. Billboards are actually commands like obey, consume, and rich, powerful humans are actually grotesque alien overlords in disguise. Now Nada can see it all. This is a terrifying metaphor for control through capitalism and mass media. The film also stars Keith David, and the chemistry between him and Piper is funny and surprisingly emotional. The film wasn't a major hit when it came out, but it has aged like a fine wine. The film is quoted endlessly, referenced in music, comics, even political memes. They Live is a loud and paranoid film which is completely unforgettable. Repo Man.
Oh, everybody dead.
Repo Man. The story of the ultimate.
Released in 1984, Repo Man was the directorial debut of Alex Cox, and it's unlike anything else from its era. With Emilio Estevez in the lead and Harry Dean Stanton as his grizzled mentor, this film throws you headfirst into a world of aliens, repossessed cars, government conspiracies, and the gloriously disaffected youth of Reagan-era America. Estevez plays Otto, a disillusioned punk kid who accidentally stumbles into a job of repossessing cars. Though it's a dirty and dangerous job, it's weirdly satisfying.
Not at all.
And they're all in pursuit of a 64 Chevy Malibu from who knows where.
But things take a turn when a mysterious Chevy Malibu shows up, complete with a glowing trunk, and government agents come trailing behind. Is there a dead alien body in the trunk? A nuclear weapon? No one's quite sure, but everyone wants a piece of it. What makes Repo Man special isn't just the plot, it's also the attitude. It's loaded with deadpan humor and anti-establishment commentary. Today, it's a beloved piece of 1980s counterculture cinema that's still quoted and celebrated by fans who like their sci-fi rebellious and raw.